But if you're doing this stream loading, also just make sure that you don't add the audio source so that they can't hear us, basically, until you want them to.
Hello everyone, hopefully everybody can see what's happening despite this really terrible chat overlay. I'm looking at it now and it's just really awful. This should probably be the finale of Fire Emblem 6, The Binding Blade. So we'll see how it goes. I am once again joined by the boy, Emmett.
Hey. Speaking of, could you stream the game to me too over Discord?
Oh yes, of course, of course.
It's very hard to comment in real time when I can't see what's going on in real time.
I also have not really started playing yet, as much as I've just...
Well, I do have the stream open.
I know. Okay, so, oops. Yep, you briefly saw that pop up there. Okay, so, I can actually probably reduce the size of this a little bit. Oh, there we go, and then that will be locked. Everything is locked. Okay, now that should not be locked because that is now... Okay, you know what? I'm leaving it like that. I can't be bothered. Okay,
yes. I'm a big fan of not being bothered to fix things. It's one of my favorite pastimes. That wasn't sarcasm, that's actually...
I know you. That is very true from what I know of you. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there is a major heat wave because climate change is real. Okay, hold on, wait. Everything is off again. Is the chat overlay? No, I think that's just the border of this. Yeah, that's just the border of the stream. Okay. We are going to probably finish the Binding Blade today. It's been a wild ride. I've had a good time. Still really mad that I accidentally just forgot to back up, say, to export the streams for the first 8 chapters. Thankfully, I only missed one guide-in. That was the Blazing Blade. But I did miss some pretty formative stuff, including my birthday stream, which was really annoying to lose. But I still have all the memories, talking about Norse mythology and medieval romance in the very first stream, I think.
Oh yeah, we did go off on a tangent. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. I'm really sad that that's not there anymore, but
I mean, to be fair, I think we've actually gone off on medieval tangents at least once or twice.
Yeah.
It was not a one-time occurrence.
Let me check.
But we did have a particularly good one that time.
Let me check something. Yeah, I'm just going back. I've written down some of my favorite moments. Talking about Roy's uselessness, the medieval Norse perceptions of religion, which made sense of context. Trying to make Wolt and Boar's work and realizing very quickly that wasn't going to happen. Deciding between Alan and Lance.
It's possible. It's just not easy. I've used both.
Yeah. Deciding between Alan
and... because I liked Wolt, because I wanted to make him... I made a little circle, a support circle with him, Roy, and Melina, which was fun. I think I did that on normal. I don't think I did that on hard. I am currently using... I haven't finished that playthrough yet, but I have been using the Arbor Knight trio in a hard mode playthrough, and it's possible. It just sucks. But it's possible. It just sucks. What else is on that list?
Give me a sec. I think I have it written down. I just haven't sent it to you because I didn't want to bother you with it.
That's fine.
Let's see. One more thing quickly. Let's see, what else is on the list? Deciding between Alan and Lance, I spent a long time. I didn't really decide until I got to the Blazing Blade chapter, and just went and just decided that I was going to go with Lance because he had. I think I was just happier with the speed.
Guess what? The decision gets worse in FE7. You have 3 Cavaliers.
Oh, joy.
Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. There's something in the prologue we'll get to that I highly recommend doing. So your choice will be very different.
Speaking of Marcus, I distinctly remember when he got that strength, speed, skill level up, and he just skyrocketed in usefulness. Well, he was useful, but he just skyrocketed in consistency for I think I kept using him until
using him till about chapter 13 is pretty normal. I do find that if he gets even a single point in speed, he becomes much more useful. Getting a single point in speed for him is huge. It's not necessary, but it is.
Yeah. I remember getting Clarine and being like, oh my god, and I think I went off a little too much on her resemblance to Constance, which is not. I said, you're one. Who's good? What's good? You are. You're good because you're here. And just really liking Clarine's attitude. I remember Deke in the Rucker chapter or the one right before that, holding off the brigand pirates in the on that fort in the middle of the ocean or something. I think he got dropped by someone, but I think Shauna dropped him, and he just held them off for ages. Or no, he held them off on the beach. Yeah. And that was chapter 4, I think, and then recruiting Rucker, which thankfully I know that I've since found out that Rucker's spawn is a little bit infamous because he comes not the direction you think he is going to. But because I knew where he was coming from, I was not surprised. So I was able to get that recruitment and instantly realized, oh my god, he's redonkulous. I remember doing chapter 7. Sorry?
Rucker don't mess around.
Yeah. You get him in chapter 4, right? Or chapter 5?
One of those.
Chapter 6 was kind of forgettable. Chapter 7, I know...
Chapter 6 is the best chapter in the game because it is literally called, the Fire Emblem, and I keep forgetting it exists.
Yeah. Chapter 7 was, the Hell, that's the Rebellion of Ostia. That chapter it's not bad. It's just really really difficult.
No, Chapter 7 is bad. It is
fine.
infamously bad.
I remember, like, you and I got into our first actual disagreement about this when I wanted to keep killing the reinforcements. You were like, but there's no point, and then I decided to just not do it, but I know that that was a bit of friction.
I wouldn't say there's no reinforce. It's more about risk reward, whereas like if you're not save scumming it, the risk is pretty high, and also the reward is like minimal. And more importantly, the horse slayer, which you get, which is great, is like one of your best tools for killing them. It's just really nice to save for later chapters.
That's true. I remember keeping all of the recruitable units alive, and I think that by itself didn't actually require any save scumming. I think Trek, who is the guy who's most likely to die, he didn't actually die. I think
that's because he did a very good level turn 1 strat, I think, that I mentioned. If you don't do that, trust me, on a blind, like truly blind playthrough, you gotta reset a couple times. Those dudes like to suicide.
He got. I think he did get damn close, and the enemy just missed. I remember.
I think one of them got pretty lucky.
Yeah, I remember, seeing Hector die, and I'm like, wow, I bet this sucks for people whose first game was the Blazing Blade because it launched was the first one to launch outside of Japan officially.
As someone whose first game was the Blazing Blade, yes, it did suck.
I remember our extended discussion about Eliwood being a Fire Emblem dad who doesn't die, which I have discovered is he's literally unique in that case. That's literally the only...
I think he's the only one. There's a couple Fire Emblem moms who don't die, or at least one. Actually, Eliwood's bloodline is just that powerful, because Eliwood's mom is also alive, I believe. Roy doesn't just have parents, he has grandparents.
Wow. Well, a grandmother.
No, Eliwood's bloodline is just too powerful. It's not meant
powerful in that way, not in other ways, unfortunately.
I think that's true. Stats.
Yeah. I remember screwing up Lilina's survival in Chapter 8 way too many times for the dumbest reasons.
Yeah, we did that.
We did screw that up. I remember getting the Armor Knights who become immediately useless, and the only thing that happened was Barth blocking the doorway for the reinforcements a few times. And I remember
he's really useful for existing and not moving and not attacking.
I remember
just standing still.
I remember using Lilina in that chapter because you and I were briefly discussing. You were really advocating for Lilina as a replacement for Lou, and I'm like, but I like Lou and he's useful. And then I think that chapter 8, I think is the time when I did the most save scumming for level ups, because I distinctly remember doing a bunch of that with her and with Rucker that chapter to try to get some strength for him. But I haven't really done too much save scumming since then for level ups, except when I just get something really horrible.
Yeah, that was just because I pushed very hard for 2 characters, Lilina and Gonzalez, and that's because 1, Lilina is one of my favorite characters, and 2, Gonzo I just like, but also I think he's a pretty good character.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I'm glad that you did so, because I have had a wonderful time with both of those characters, and I remember I think realizing the point. I think Lilina getting 2 or 3 speed level ups in a row was the point when I realized, oh my god, she's going to destroy them, and she has. I remember.
Yours is still blessed though. What stats?
Yeah, I'll show this. I'll do a survey of the stats when we're about to start. When we are doing battle prep, I remember promoting Rucker in the Blazing Blade, or I think right before at the end of Chapter 8, and fine. I think I got the first step of the Kricker build support done partway through the Gaiden chapter. I know, and I remember promoting Lance at the start of the Gaiden chapter and being impressed. I think I remember I killed Henning with Lilina.
Yeah, you killed it with a 30% hit chance.
Yeah, no, it was a 30%. That was the moment I really wish I'd kept.
I think we actually didn't end up doing that because the level up was terrible, but it was really funny to see.
It was really funny that happened. Granted, that happened many other times with Lina. But anyway, so enough reminiscing. Let's get into the game. I will let the intro play out again, even though I have already seen it. Byrne surrenders with King Zephiel's death. The great war that rattled the foundations of Elebe is over. Roy's battle, however, is not. Roy continues to search for the Dark Priestess, believed to be the Demon Dragon. Following the legendary weapon's light, Roy heads for the Dragon Sanctuary. However, waiting for her at the entrance to the sanctuary is Brumia, the last surviving Wyvern General of Byrne. With the remaining troops of Burn at her command, she awaits Roy's approach. With a heavy heart, Roy prepares to fight the ghost of the now-dead Burn.
Bruh, their princess is still alive. Like, they're not even that dead, just like a little dead. Honestly, Burn's fine. They have Guinevere and they have Melody. That's all they need.
They're only mostly dead. Okay, so geez, wow, you can take a lot of people. I forgot, you recommended Astor or no?
Oh, you need Fur.
Oh right, this is where you get Carol. You mentioned.
Yeah, so basically there's a single village on this map. If anyone other than Fur visits it, you get a goddess icon. If Fur visits it, you get Carol, who's a very funny unit. I don't think you need Astor unless there's something to steal.
Well, apparently his name is Astolfo, but you're right. Let me check. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Astor, Astolfo. I don't care. He's not in Fey yet, so there's no official localization. Woo!
Blue gem.
I mean, this is the last shop is on this map. You do not need a blue gem.
Guiding ring.
And do you want to promote blue?
Wait. I mean,
I honestly would just plow. I don't think it's worth bringing it. No.
I have a red gem,
which is cheaper than the blue gem, but got your attention.
Well, I mean, the blue gem caught my attention too, and also I didn't remember.
There's really nothing here I think that's worth stealing. I don't think it's worth going out of your way to waste time on it. There's literally 2 shops on this map. All you need to do, like, as long as you have enough weapons to get through this map, you're just going to be using the S rank weapons in the last life.
Okay, well, that is actually something I am concerned about, because I do remember being low on, like, killing edges and such.
I would just sell a couple things at the shop that are at the start point, buy what you need, and you're done. Like, you don't need that much.
Yeah, Rucker, I need Rucker.
I think because of the nature of this map, there are no reinforcements, I think. So I think for once, what you see is what you get.
Durandal has dragon effectiveness, right?
What?
Durandal is effective against dragons, right?
I mean, that's kind of the point.
I'm still going to get a Wormslayer because I see Manicates.
Oh yeah, no, the Wormslayer is great to not waste the Durandal uses until, like, next map.
I will also have Astolfo trade the Dragon Shield. That's a use item, right?
Yeah, Dragon Shield's a use item. You got a few of them last chapter. You got a white gem to sell. You got some stuff.
Okay, let me just see. Whose defense needs a bump that I'm taking to the final map?
I mean, taking to the final map is hard to say. Oh no, the dragons do hit defense, actually. She still has 5 res, or 5 strength? Oh my god.
What?
It would be someone with 1 range.
Sorry, 5. You said 5 defense? I'm assuming you meant 5 defense?
Yes. 5 defense.
Okay, 1 range.
Mostly because someone with 2 range is just going to be able to not take counters anyway.
I think it's going to be either Rucker. Yeah, Rucker. I think Rucker's the choice for that.
I mean, you know what? No, like I said about, that's the problem with stat boosters at this point, and why I kind of said not to worry about them too much is, like, you kind of see now where you are. It doesn't really make much of it. Like, your units are good enough. It doesn't really.
It's still 2 defense. I mean,
you should definitely use it. I mean, unless you want to sell. No, you have a white gem. You don't even need to sell it. Yeah, it's more just like. I mean, you can give it to Gonzo and get max defense just because it'd be funny. Oh, wait, he might have a higher strength. No, I think his cap's higher than 20. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, the other person I'm tempted to give it to is Klein, so you can actually, like, fight people who are using javelins, but.
Yeah, Klein's an option.
Well, just because...
Lina for survival. I don't think they're meeting benchmarks, though. Lina can dodge.
Yeah, Lina can dodge. Nime is hopefully not fighting.
I mean, you can give it to Zeus or Echidna since they're going to be on this map.
No, I think they're fine. I think... Yeah, no, I'm going to give it to... I'm going to give it to Klein, also because Rucker has 29 speed, and Klein has 19, and I think he will need it more.
Oh, well, yeah. Rucker doesn't really need anything. That's kind of just not how Rucker works.
That's true. Okay, and then the...
He needs the hero crest. That's about it.
Okay, let's see. Wormslayer, that's a 15 use Wormslayer. I guess I'll give a Wormslayer to...
Wait, you just got it.
I know Fur's not going to be doing any fighting, but, you know.
But you can trade it to people.
Silver card might be... useful.
Yeah, just give it to, like, I don't know.
I'll give it to Zeus. I'm not bringing this.
You can undeploy... Honestly, I kind of want to just say undeploy Echidna. Like, useful, but not that useful. And bring Merlinus so you can do convoy stuff. I mean, because someone needs to hold... Because you want to buy killing edges and stuff. Like, Echidna's useful, don't get me wrong. It's just, you have enough other units.
Yeah, I would have dropped Fur, but you need to bring her.
You need to bring her.
Sorry, Echidna.
I mean, you can always just not recruit Carol, but Carol's kind of funny.
Well, I do want to recruit Carol. Okay,
yeah.
And then I think I'm gonna give you the silver card. Yeah, just in case I need to get anything.
Well, you probably, I mean, you wanted some killers, right? Like killer axes and stuff.
Yeah.
They're worth grabbing. Again, just for this map, so you really only need one per unit, basically. Because you'll just complete this map, and then next map is just a race to the finish, is really what. It's also not very fun.
I know that there's no point to this, but I do want to.
Put everything in play?
Yes. I know there's literally no point, but it gives me personal satisfaction.
That's fine. I'm just leveling up Cyril and Fire Emblem Heroes because I have to. I don't even... Thank God it's pre or post time skip Cyril though.
Yeah, no, it's such a good design. I love him. He's my boy. He is my son, and I will never let anything bad happen to him.
Me, who killed him in several different routes.
Yeah, I'm not that. Okay, spoilers. You have to kill him in 2 of the 3 routes and 3 hopes.
I mean, I recruit
really
him if I can because I recruit everyone.
I agree. No, I agree. I'm just saying 3 hopes. Well, first off, 3 hopes he isn't even fucking playable, which is just tragedy.
Which is weird because he's playable in the base game.
Okay, Alois is not playable in 3 hopes, Hanneman's not playable in 3 hopes, and Gilbert's not playable in 3 hopes.
0 out of 10, unplayable. Alois, he's such a hope. He gotta be playable.
He's such a good boy. They're so good. They're so wonderful.
He's just so wholesome. He's like one of the few canonically married Fire Emblem people. He's just like happy. Just a guy. Just a dude.
Hey, 10 more minutes. How you doing? You're cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Cyril's like, I don't like him, but I don't really hate him either.
I mean, I think
kind of exists.
I just think that the hate he gets is like super disproportionate.
I mean, because he's kind of, I do find him a little obnoxious at times. Like, also part of it is like I really don't like the church propaganda, and I get that it's not his fault, but like, theocracy and propaganda does not. I don't like.
Yeah, you and I have disagreed about that long enough. I'm not going to reiterate this argument.
But so yeah, but I definitely like. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I kind of like. I don't like him, and I don't find him like. I don't like him that much, and I sometimes find him a little annoying. But I definitely don't hate him.
I just, yeah, no. That's fair.
I just don't feel strongly about this hero, like at all.
She can't even use the killing edge. Why did I?
Her?
Yeah.
Wait, she can't? Oh, that's because you never trained her at all, right? Or no, you did the pirates a little bit.
I did the pirates a little bit, but.
Her gets strength screwed very easily. I tried training her. And
no, I mean, she got strength screwed a little bit. It's just more that I decided I was going to invest in Rucker as the main sword guy, and that was a good decision.
I mean, she got 1 point of strength. That was almost better than mine for a while.
Okay, also, please let me know if the volume is difficult for anyone, because that's something that I need to keep figuring out every time, because I also use OBS to play Tears of the Kingdom with my dad, so I need to change the sound settings there at times. Although now that I think about it, that wouldn't change anything. But anyways, yes, sound help is good. Okay, cool, thank you. 10 more minutes, or thank you, Chris.
But I'll just use different scenes for everything.
I know, I do use different scenes, but still, like, sometimes screw up, because that's the thing that I do. Okay, I think, well, I guess I should give Roy another sword.
Nah, you're probably just gonna use and then repair the binding blade. Like, that's what a hammer is for.
Oh, wait, hold on, there's another killing it. Oh, right, I was gonna give that to Rucker once he uses the 2. I think I'll just have Merlinus go down.
I mean, you could also, again, like, I think for Roy, you really are just going to go wild with the binding blade and then repair it and then go do the same thing again. because you still have like what you haven't even used hammer once, have you?
No, and I need to take hammer in. Although, wait, where is it?
It's already on Clarine or something.
Yes, it is. Whoops. Okay.
Like, we brought it last map in case we went wild. We went wild, but not enough. So we're doing the same thing again. Like, this part of the game is just all about power leveling your newly promoted Roy, because Roy's good guys, I swear.
Yes, yes, these are... God, Roy is so interesting because I know it's been a... Like, you go from Smash and you see, like, Smash, the game that made Roy popular, the game that, you know, made Fire Emblem get released.
He debuted in Smash. He's actually a Smash character, not a Fire Emblem character.
Yes, of course, he debuted in Smash. How could I forget? Anyways, the reason why Fire Emblem got released outside of Japan is Roy and Marth in Melee, and then you find Roy in the Binding Blade, and he is just useless for 95% of the game. It's really
I don't know if that had... Because the first game that was released outside of Japan was FE7.
Yes, but that was because they saw how popular Marth and Roy were in Melee, and were like, okay, maybe there's a market for this here.
Has nothing to do with Marth's grab range being infinite. Like...
No, it doesn't. Okay, anyways, so, I think nobody needs to get moved around, although I guess I should have more than this.
Just take a look at the map, but, like, again, this map is not... It's not easy, it's not hard.
Okay, that's the village with Corel on the side?
There's only one village on this side.
That's a good point. I didn't think about it like that. Okay, I guess I'll just put her up here.
You just want to be careful of all the wyverns, which kind of is a great summary of FE7 just as a game.
Yeah, so I will have Klein over here, and he'll be fine. And Clarine has Murgley, Hammerine, so I'll keep an eye out. Melody has... Oh, actually, she's low on Killer Lance uses, so that's something I'll pick up. Percival is based as always. Okay, yeah, I think we're ready to go. For people tuning in just now, this is the second or third to last map of Binding Blade Fire Emblem 6. Played on an
second, but the third one doesn't really count.
Played on an extremely legitimate Nintendo Game Boy Advance, so let's get going. Chapter 23, The Ghosts of Burn.
Ooh, too spooky for me.
Yes, too spooky for you. Sir John, Idun is here. I leave her in your care. And what about you, human? What will you do now?
I cannot get over the fact that they really took this big bad dragon. Like, you know what his name is? It's John. Anyway, that's why I'm calling him Jan, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay, that's actually a little funny. And what about you, human? What will you do now? I will stay here. I will face the Etrurian army and my destiny. Do you have sufficient troops? The Wyvern Riders scattered around the continent have returned to us. Do you have any chance of victory? Our chance of victory is minuscule at best, but we are the Burn Army, the strongest force in Elevate, not anymore. If nothing else, we shall show them our unwavering will. Your will. You humans are incomprehensible to us at times. Do you expect your will alone to earn you victory? But so be it. I leave you in your irrational pursuit. Have you given the troops my message? Yes, General Burnia. I told them they are free to leave if they so wish. How many remain? Nearly all the soldiers say they still wish to fight for you. Nearly all of them? Victory is unlikely. I'm sure many of the troops have family awaiting their return. I do not want them to feel pressured to fight today. We are Knights of Burn, milady. We have no intention of bowing our heads to Etruria. Dismiss the injured and those with young children or elderly parents. They are forbidden from fighting in this battle. But General Burnia, that is an order. Go. Lord Roy, the troops are prepared. Did the messenger return? Yes, but as expected, the enemy refuses to surrender. Was it clear that their safety would be guaranteed if they could surrender? Yes, but even given that information, they apparently politely refused. Why do they fight? Burn's king is defeated. Princess Guinevere, do you understand why? I do very well. Burn recognizes itself as the strongest force in Elevate. Their pride does not allow them to accept defeat without a fight. Lord Roy, the enemy is advancing.
Well, they sure should be retreating.
They leave us no choice. We must fight. Merlinus, send Princess Guinevere to the back lines. No, I will stay here. I must listen to their cries. That is all I can do to atone for my betrayal. That seems unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary. So the central island is a pain. I like to put Melody up there to start killing things. But you do gotta watch out for status stakes, because this is FE6.
Oh god, and of course they cover the shop, so I can't just send Melody over there. Okay.
I mean, you can just kill the thing with Melody, right? Like, she's got the range. Also, that is Melody, right? Yeah.
For context, people who are tuning in just now, Melody is one of the most ridiculous characters in this game. Extremely strong, and the green
means series too, to be perfectly honest.
What?
In the series too, to be perfectly honest. Like in Fire Emblem, Melody is up there for one of just the best offensive powerhouses.
Yeah. Well, defensive too. I mean, like, look at that. Look. Okay, not magically, but you know. The flashing green, if you're unfamiliar, means that stat is capped. The same is also true of her HP, meaning that they literally cannot get any stronger. Because of a quirk in how this game's programming works, which Emmett is happy to explain because I can never remember the minutiae, this also means that the chances of her getting a empty level up where she gains nothing increases the more stats she caps. Please explain the process one more time, Emmett.
Yes. So FE6, actually I think it's all the GBA FEs. When you level up, how it works is each stat has a percent increase, has a percent chance to increase. So this is your unit's growth rate. FE6, 7, and 8 will check if that increases. So let's say you have 3% strength growth, it rolls a random number. If it's higher, it increases. If it's lower, it doesn't, or however it works. And if you get the stat increase, your stat goes up by 1. So that's how that works. If for some reason, or because RNG screws you over, every single stat rolls lower and you don't get a level up in any single stat, the game re-rolls it. And it does that up to a maximum of 3 times before it finally says, alright, RIP, you got a blank level. However, because the game doesn't see capped stats while it's rolling for those level up points, if you were to level up a capped stat, the game does not re-roll it, even if it would result in a blank level up because the stats capped. So the more stats you cap, the more likely it is you have a blank level up because you'll roll, strength or skill, but you won't roll any other stats. And so the game says, all right, you got to level up, and in reality, you don't get the points because your stats are already improved.
You cut out a fair bit during that, but I'm hoping everyone heard you. Thank you.
Whoops.
Okay, well, anyways, Melody, go kill this guy. I think I might just use the javelin. Oh, no, that won't kill, actually. Oh wow, she doesn't have a guaranteed kill. Oh no, how terrible. I'll just use the killing ones. Oh shoot, that's really irritating. Now I can't have Merlinus do what he's got to do on the first turn.
I mean, you sound like a bolting or something.
I do, but I don't want to use it.
There are not really a lot of places where you're going to need it,
also,
I guess.
I don't have bolting.
Oh, rip.
Well, I guess I could get it from Merlin.
It does not matter that much.
Okay, these guys I assume are going to start moving, so I'm going to have...
Someone with a res stat? I don't know what that druid does. What is a druid?
No, he does not have any status saves. That
well,
one has
I mean,
physic.
Still gonna attack you with flux.
I know, but he can't reach from here. Okay, sleep. Oh god.
Oh yeah, all those are obnoxious as hell.
Oh, berserk. I brought a restore staff, right?
I hope you brought several restore staffs. I mean,
I have Merlinus. I have Merlinus, so... Okay, and I have Nime.
Well, and there's shots.
Okay, yeah, I have several restore staffs, so I think we're good.
So you can definitely split your army into 2, or you can just go as one massive chunk. It doesn't really matter too much. Also, yeah, boots are fun. Well, then the Mana Keep is going to attack you, and all of those wyverns, so...
Oh, does he move? Oh, I guess he moves.
I mean, probably?
Okay, so now he's got a whopping 13 defense, which probably doesn't make a big difference, but, Whoops.
You can just have people trade up 2 ranged weapons.
He already has that 2-range weapon equipped. Excellent.
Klein probably wants... I was gonna say, Klein probably wants the Killer Bow instead of the Brave Bow. Although Brave Bow, I think, is dual phase in this game, so...
I think he'll be fine.
It's just heavy, so it lowers his dodge considerably.
I'll try that, yeah. Cecilia, go over with Percival.
You can also put Roy up there, just aggro things, because they will always, like, attack Roy.
I'm more concerned about the Wyverns on this side, frankly.
I mean, it's more just how you decide to attack this map. Like, are you going to split your forces into 2 groups, or are you just gonna unga-bunga one direction and just kill everything?
I will split my forces. Let's see, how far can you go? Okay, I think what I will do is have Lena. I'll set up a little...
I would put Roy in the forest with the Binding Blade and just leave him there.
I'm gonna do that.
Got 11 uses, that's probably it. 11 uses is probably enough, I would just keep it. And then you'll probably want to repair it after this turn, and just put, Lin in support range, but not in enemy range.
That's close. Okay, and then...
well, their enemy's on the top, too. Lilith will be fine, you can just equip their caliber.
Well, they can't reach.
Oh, they're not going to reach yet. Okay, never mind then. They'll reach next turn.
Okay, so I'm going to have Clarine... Oh, shoot, Deke's up there. Okay, well,
I mean, that's fine. They can go up. They can all go up that way.
Oh, I want Clarine. She has hammering. She has hammering.
Oh, I mean, she can trade it to Yoder or something.
I'll have her trade it to Nime.
Yeah, that works too. It's just Yoder's in the direction she probably wants to be going. But too late, you've done a trade. We're committed now.
I mean, she can just walk the other way. Can't I?
Sure. This is Yoder being closer means use.
Okay, fine. Well, Yoder, I'll have Yoder go north because...
Yeah, that's just dividing your staff users into 2, which is good.
First of all, we'll just go here next to... Hold on, they have a B support, I think. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And then Rucker, I will have start going up this way. I think Larum is most needed on this side. So.
I think actually the other way, because all of your strong units are over on there, and your left is pretty weak with the exception of Roy, Nine, and
Percival.
Melina. Percival's good, but he's not going to be doing as much one-rounding this late in the game.
That's true, that's true. Well, I think it's more just...
Roy basically is thriving off the Binding Blade, Lilith is just cracked, and Nime either one-shot something with Apocalypse or doesn't.
Okay, I think Zeus, I guess, can start going to join Melody.
Zeus does not have a Delphi shield, so he should not do that.
Well, I mean, they're gonna be dead. The archers are gonna be dead soon. But fine, I'll have him just in here. Sir Carol, this place will be a battlefield. So I see. I thought it could be free of war in this isolated land. What should we do? Please don't fret. I will protect the village. Thank you, Sir Carol. You are truly worthy of the title of Sword Saint, Kenshi. We have nothing to fear with you protecting us. I am just an ordinary swordsman. Stories grow with time, so don't trust all that you've heard. This war seems to be even greater than I realized. I wonder how my sister Carla fares. I never knew you had a sister. I haven't seen her in years, but she fell ill some time ago. I only hope she leads a peaceful life with her husband and daughter. Ooh, the burn thing. Oh yes, and here is the barricade. Oh, they're going from back.
I honestly feel I don't think he can be recruited. Oh no, Bartre can recruit. Okay, great.
Yeah, no, Bartram can recruit him.
Oh, that's why I use first, because I almost never have Bartre. And by almost never have, I mean I never have Bartre.
Yeah, no. Okay, well they're all going
because I got Echidna instead.
Fair enough. Oh, there's the crit. Nicely.
Honestly, it's a hard choice in terms of character. Bartre, FE6 Bartre is really good, actually, as a character. He's pretty solid. FE7 Bartre? Not really. Oh, you're gonna need to crit. That's so sad. That's so sad. 1 point off, and it's not effective. That's so sad.
Oh god, Roy doing Roy things.
I mean, these are wyverns, like.
Okay, fine.
Even Melody doesn't run around without a crit.
This is a Wyvern Lord, right? Oh wow,
Yeah.
she doesn't...
Good
oh no,
rogue.
her Lance Rogue, that's right. I was gonna say she doesn't double, but... Remember, that's ridiculous, dude.
See, I just thought the Binding Blade was effective against the wyverns. It's not, for some reason. Crit, crit, crit. Nope.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. Okay, well, we're in a much tougher spot now.
It's not that bad.
He's fine. Yeah,
You're fine. Between Melina, Roy, Percival, you'll be fine.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fire Emblem needs more old lady characters. It just does.
Fire Emblem needs more old people, like, in general.
And not fucking Vander and what's her name?
And not 37-year-olds that look like they're... God, like Saphir, just... Oh, well.
Wait,
This
so
one
what?
dies, though.
Why?
Hard mode has different stats,
right,
so they
yes,
just
yes,
rolled
yes.
different... Like, he either rolled 1 less HP or 1 less defense or something.
Okay, well, I need to hammer in Binding Blade this turn.
You could also just switch weapons and not use the Binding Blade, which is probably better. Hammering is going to waste a turn that I suggest not doing.
That's true.
So I would rather just switch weapons and just do that.
Oh, you're going for Climb?
Klein probably has a high... I mean, this is going to do more damage, probably.
That's true.
Yep, he hit.
Oh, he doubles.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? Druids are kind of slow, and Klein's actually reasonably fast now.
Okay, speed.
It's a stat. I mean, as
not-
you've seen, stats at this point are kind of not important.
I'm not going to reload that one because that's not a terrible stat to get.
Because the enemy turn is too long.
And because the enemy turn is too long.
Yeah, honestly, you could actually hammer this turn because there's only 3 enemies, and Roy, like, what's their health?
They're quite low.
Except
one's
that
completely
one.
untouched.
Melina should probably kill that one, and then Percival and Roy can kill... I'd have Roy move to kill one, like Roy can move off the forest a little bit to move on to it.
Well, I'm not really concerned. But fine, you're right.
I mean,
So-
the ballistas I'd rather have go for Roy than that.
No, you're right.
He can just whip out, like, the silver sword or rapier and kill, like, the 1 HP one.
Oh, well, I'd rather...
Oh, wait, he doubles? Wait, he's at 20 HP? Oh, you gotta go for the funny light brand kill. Just move down 1 tile.
True.
Move down 1 tile and then just light brand.
No, this is good.
Yo! Let's do it. God, 10 fix damage is a hell of a drug.
The main reason I would want Void to get that kill because that's the promoted enemy and I need the experience on him.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. I bet you can one-shot with Air Caliber.
Yeah, and I don't want her to go to 4 Blaze when that... Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't want her to go to 4 Blaze when
honestly,
fire breaks.
Cecilia could probably even kill this Wyvern. It's at 1 HP. Might miss, though. Oh, or you could dance and just have Roy do it.
I could. Let me check something.
I mean, experience is experience, and he needs it the most.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't much, but it's something. You can just kill him with whatever, and then hammer in the binding,
Yeah.
binding balls. Or you can
hammer-
just use the binding blade. Use the binding blades, you're gonna hammer it.
Does the hammer not only go for 1 weapon? Repair 1 weapon?
Yes.
Or all weapons?
I think so. I think it only repairs 1 weapon.
Alright.
Yeah, it only repairs 1 weapon. You don't get to just completely repair your entire inventory. That would be way too cracked.
I honestly
You could just
I don't
trade,
even
like,
know
the
if-
warp stave onto a unit. You could trade, like, all the S-rank weapons onto a unit. Yeah.
I don't know if I need to repair the binding blade this turn because there's no enemy.
I would, because it's at 5 uses, and you're gonna want to go on a tear with it again.
That's true.
So you have 3 uses, or you have 3 uses of the hammer, so you might as well.
If you
Roy
theoretically had 2 hammerings, could you use them to repair each other?
No, actually, as it turns out, you can't do that. Do you know how I know that?
You tried?
Yeah, I got a randomizer, and Marcus spawned with like 2 hammers or something. So I, was like, oh, can I just repair the him? The answer is no. The game is too smart. He has Murglaze. It's a dragon.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
Gonzo could probably kill it with a crit. Rucker has a Worm Slayer. Right? Rucker has a Worm Slayer?
I'm just checking. Yeah, I think it'll be fine, especially if I move through.
Weak crit. Although you can rig the crit, actually. If you heal... Hang on. No, you'd have to go from the square above.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're not in support range. So the square above... Let's see. I'm just counting some squares. Oh, interesting.
Will she get a magic? No.
No.
Okay. Clarines was sort of hideous. She doesn't need one, but it's
Okay, yeah, Rucker can do it right now and he'll be in range of both.
That's as good as it's gonna get. I'm tempted to attack with Klein first, just to do some chip in case I don't get the crit.
In that case, just attack with Gonzo, because he has a hand axe and probably is going to do more damage. Yep. I would attack from not there, though. I would attack from one up and... Yeah. Because that blocks off more. And that way, if you miss, Klein can attack.
Or,
I think if he double crits, he might kill.
If he double crits, he will kill, absolutely.
Rip the dream.
I think I will have Rucker go further ahead and Klein get this kill.
I mean, Klein's just doing so little damage.
Oh, can he actually get it? Let me check. No.
You'd have to Brave Bow. I mean, you can Brave Bow, maybe.
No, actually.
Oh, he's only doubling with it. He's too slow. It weighs him down.
Alright, I want to check something. This is...
I mean, Jeep could probably get it, too.
I just want to see. Okay, never mind. My extremely limited GBA allows me to do this. Yeah, Rucker gets the kill.
Sure.
Does he even need... Oh, he does need that. One is.
I mean, you have a couple of them, and you're going to switch to Durandal eventually, so...
This also creates cover for Deep to go forward.
I would equip a Killer Axe, maybe. Whatever. Or it's fine. Hand Axe is fine for the Javelins. I'd be careful with Zeus. Trying to make sure the Ballista are dead.
Alright, well, the Ballista's not in range for where I was going to put him.
Having Zeus with 2 Killer Lances and Melody with 1 was probably not
Yes, it was probably a mistake. Then again, Melody's inventory was full, so...
I mean, she could have figured it out.
I think I'm gonna have Z start going this way. He'll be safe from those guys.
Well, there's still the long-range ballistas, but yeah.
Those guys are in range of the shop, so I can't have Merlinus do his thing down there. Honestly, I think Percival was more useful going up this way.
He's good down there for rescue dropping and just stuff in general. Plus, you're gonna need 2 staves because of the status stats. So Cecilia's good heal. Oh, she doesn't have a restore or a physic. Whatever, that's fine.
Okay, who's missing health?
No one on that end.
Well, Kareem is missing 1 HP from him.
I mean, Yoder has S-rank staves.
I know, I just ran slightly. That's not a good idea. Let's see. Oh, okay, well, Melody is cut off again.
Yeah, but Melody's fine.
Oh, she's Melody, you're right.
Until she runs out of weapons.
She's Z. She's Melody. He's just Z's. Okay, I would appreciate it if you go for somebody other than Melody, so she doesn't like run out of weapons.
It doesn't really. Again, though, I mean, I jest, but truthfully, it just doesn't matter that much. This is really, for all intents and purposes, the last match.
People who are new to the game, you are getting a sense of why Melody is such a strong unit. This is her when she's at a cracked point, but, you know, she was strong.
I mean, the thing about Melody, she's the almost RNG proof, so, like, almost all Melodies get here eventually.
Oh, a killer lance.
Wow, that's almost dangerous.
I think I might Molten next turn, or Javelin or something.
Well, that's probably a good choice.
What gives her hit?
I mean, you got a stat, which is honestly pretty good at this point.
Oh, that's a problem. Whew, okay, that's actually...
Yeah, she might be in range of both, though.
Okay, yeah,
oh, no, this one's for Ime. Wow,
65 hit is actually...
I mean, Ime didn't get one shot, though, because of the stat.
No, but that's still
Ime. Arm got one shot, though. Yeah, that's why it's nice to get rid of those, but if you do get rid of them, you're in, like... You're in, what's it called? Status range. Alright, another kill for Roy. You want to just Silver Sword this one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can get healed. Oh, was that a druid or a shaman? It must have been a druid.
It was a druid. It was a druid.
Oh, skill.
He just needs strength. Honestly, other than strength, I mean, his stats are just all kind of fine now.
Okay, so status stays... Well, she's not...
I mean, they don't move, but they still cover it. I think you can kill the lower one with, like, a javelin, but if you kill the upper one, you are going to get, like, preserved or something.
Well, what if I javelin this one?
I think that might still be in range, honestly. I'm not sure, but I think it is. So I think you have to go down and, like, javelin from below, or else you're in range.
I am gonna... Even this, this has to be javelin?
I think so, and I think otherwise you're in status effect range, but I'm not sure. I mean, you can always just get status. You can always just get slept, and it's not that big a deal because it's.
I'm worried about Berserk.
I mean, if Melody comes towards your units, you can just restore her.
Okay, well. Uncle! Fur? Is that you? What are you doing here? I never expected to find you here, Uncle. I've traveled enough. I decided it was time to settle down. I had hoped to train my sword without distractions in this quiet village. Uncle, I must tell you something. Mother, she passed on. She's gone? Yes. So she succumbed to her illness. I'm sorry. I wasn't there when you needed me the most. No, it's alright. But why are you here? Surely you haven't been searching for me just to tell me that. Actually, I'm fighting against Byrne. You joined the war? I know that you dislike getting caught up in conflicts like this. All I wanted was to help the people who have suffered from this war. Uncle, was I wrong? Was I mistaken in joining this fight? Should I have found a better way to train my sword? No, you've made no mistakes. A path you choose on your own is never wrong. In fact, I think I'll join you. Really? Absolutely. You've grown so much. The last time I saw you, you couldn't even walk yet. Uncle.
Wait, and she remembers this dude? The last time you saw her, she was like a toddler, like under... Yeah. Oh, have I posted Carol's stats yet?
Well, I can see them now, and I know he's...
Sorry, not his stats. Have I posted Carol's growths yet?
Yes, I know. His growths are over, like, 100% for everything.
Which means he has a chance to level up and get 2 points per stat.
Yes, and he is guaranteed to get a point in every stat.
Yes.
Of course, the downside to this is that he can only level up once.
I mean, better than Yoder.
That's true, but, the other thing is, I don't actually know if he's better than Rucker right now.
He's not. I mean, he's usually not. He's very good, but he's not exactly better than him. But he's a very good unit. The main problem is just that he doesn't have food. Lauren needs to retreat.
Yeah, no, I'm actually gonna pull back because this is concerning.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
I guess I'll just have these two go this way. I should probably keep them close to rescue drop those two when I need them again. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna start having these units move up to try to get the River Knights here.
I'm just trying to figure out. I just want to find Carol's join conversation with Roy, or recruit conversation, I should say.
I mean, with Roy, that can't recruit him. I think.
Or with Bartray.
That was one off. I didn't do that. Okay, so this Wyvern Lord has 16 speed. Klein, okay, so he's not going to get double. Klein will not get double. So it's, sorry, can you remind me the formula? It's strength minus, how, so con, it's con.
Well, you can just look at their attack, because he only has one weapon. So he has 36 attack, and it's going to be that minus defense.
No, I'm talking about the attack speed.
Oh, it's speed. So 16, 11 is his con. How much does the Killer Lance weigh? I think it's less than 11. 9. So yeah, he's not weighed down at all, so that's his speed. Is 16.
Okay. And then Klein has 7 con. And if he's using...
So just don't equip the Brave Bow in your or the
Yeah,
or equip the Murglaze to have extra 5 plus 5 speed. Or you don't.
I'll just have him here. He can get attacked once and that'll be fine.
Yeah, currently... Oh, I mean, the Silver Lance dude's with
Sorry?
that dude. Oh, the Killer Lance dude, the Wyvern Lord. It's a little threat.
He won't die.
I mean, it gets crit.
He won't get crit. I'm confident.
That's a choice.
Hey, I never said it was a good choice. I just said it was a choice I'm confident in. You should know by now that making bad choices is something I tend to do in this game. Hey, Linus, you're really annoying that these guys are not going for you. Or not moving. Okay, good. They're going for the main duels. They're not. Okay, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Klein doesn't counter. Because he's melee range and he doesn't have close counter in this game.
Oh, I thought that was deliberate.
No. Oops. Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't heal Roy.
Oh, whoops.
I thought Clarine... You didn't advance Clarine to heal Roy?
I forgot to do so.
Or Nine with Physic?
Okay, let me just, do this. Exact same as last time. Okay, you got... Okay, let's just, Lynn has a heal, right? Yes, she does. Okay, that'll be good enough. Okay, never mind. No cause for alarm here, folks. Okay, and this time I'm gonna just do this again, and sorry. I think I am just gonna have... No, I think that'll be fine. I am going to have her just try a melee range attack on this guy and see what happens. Zeus, Deep, go this way. Okay, I'm not gonna have Klein get in attack range this time.
Probably a good idea.
I will put, though, Kareen here.
I mean, Clarine will just dodge the battle,
Well,
so...
I meant more just so that she can support range these two.
Yeah. Like, Clarine is not... She'll be fine.
No, she's not risking it. Oh, Gonzo is gonna get attacked by this guy, and he's got a hand axe, which is a mistake.
I think the guy's a javelin anyway, so you're fine.
Makes sense. Oh, hello, Carol.
Rucker, or Carol does the least damage, rather, so...
Well,
Also, I think Carol probably has the lowest stats. Again, no support, so wow, missed an 88. What a legend. He is in a bit of danger, though, because he has no support, so his actual stats are a little low.
yeah, I might
If Cecilia gets hit by both of those, she probably dies.
Oh, just
That's weird. Okay.
didn't go for Roy.
Well, just going for Deke in general is kind of weird.
0% to hit. Nice.
Aw, it was so close to critting.
Yeah. I thought it was critting too. Oh, hello. Okay, now the moment of truth. Do the status stage reach. Oh shit, I did not notice this.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think she was going to get hit.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Anyway, that's probably why. Honestly, Unga bugging into enemy range with your squishy units is like the only units I would trust up there are Deke, Rutger, and Gonzo. I don't think I'd trust any. Well, Milady, but she's busy. That might be in range of the long. That's the range of the long ballista, I think. Well, hopefully he doesn't die.
That'll be fine.
Possibly.
Honestly, I think I'm just gonna have Melody like kill the Wyvern.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that because the consistent mistake.
Well, the Overlord
Okay,
hasn't really done much. You have a physics stat with Yoder.
Okay, well, revenge crit when I didn't need it, but it gave me a skill there, though. Jeez.
Right, Yoder has physics. Yeah.
He has physic and then, like, what, 20 plus magic? I think this is a full heal.
It's probably not, because physics might is for healing so low. You can just use Clarine to do the same thing. Although Clarine probably doesn't reach with physic, her magic's kind of low. She'd have to move up one and then
Well,
move up one to Yoder. Oh, she has it. Yeah, that's probably not. I don't know how dangerous that position is. I mean, it's behind everyone.
This guy can. Yeah, the guy who killed her last time can't reach. Honestly, Melody doesn't need the heal anyway, but... I'm actually gonna put Klein here, because,
I'd give him the Merglaze for dodge. I'd give him Merglaze because of the speed and the dodge. Well, it might actually give less of Void, I mean...
I can finally have Merglaze move in here.
I mean, not like he really needs to do anything. You do have a white gem to sell, I think, but I don't know if that's it. I think it's like the convoy. Yeah. That's it. Well, you can sell the door keys and chest keys. There are no more doors or chests.
Can you guys leave Melody alone for 2 minutes?
No, he flew her into all the enemies.
Okay, please don't hit her with both. That'd be good. Well, not good, but...
That's good, because otherwise the other Wyvern would kill him.
Oh, interesting. Well, maybe he can...
No, it did this because that's the only enemy in range.
Right, I forgot. It's the other... I thought there was a Wyvern.
Well, the Riverlord probably will attack Carol. And might kill him, honestly.
No, he can only attack with projectile.
Oh, because there's not two. Oh, no, he's still going for Klein. I guess it was Klein or Gonzo when he had no hit on Gonzo.
No, that makes sense.
That's fine. That's less fine. Yeah, I don't know. Retreating everyone who isn't named Rutger, Deke, or Gonzo is maybe a good option right now.
Okay, well, I think...
Gonzo could just peek camp again.
How many of these guys have Javelin? Okay, well, Rutger needs to kill this guy.
Someone needs to kill that guy, it's true.
I'm actually gonna...
I might have Deke kill with a Brave Weapon. I would have Deke Brave Axe, and then Rutger trade him off the Killer Axe.
Does he even... I don't know if he needs to Brave Axe.
Well, he just doesn't need a counter that way, and you have other heals you want to do. That's why I would like the Brave Weapon.
Good point.
Hit rate's a little shaky, but even if you do miss, you need a counter, which is the same as normal, so it's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, you are correct.
And then you can either keep the Brave Axe, or you can trade it up for a killer. It's, yeah, Rutger can keep the killing, Rutger can keep the... Oh, Wormslayer! That's the word.
Okay,
I would retreat. I would retreat Klein, Carol, and Clarine.
I don't know if they can even move far enough.
They've got moves. They can definitely move far enough. They can book it. And Yoda can just heal Melody again, right? Or who's low on HP? Well, Klein.
Klein, pretty much.
In that case, anyone can heal Klein. It doesn't matter. Merlin probably has to move again.
He does, because, screw me.
What do you want to buy anyway? Like, Melody's over there. You really only use this now. It's not. I don't think there's anyone you need to sleep right now who's in range, who's worth it. Like, Yoder will, actually, Zeus can retreat and kill whoever that's on. Actually, no, I think that puts it in too much danger. Well, how much damage is he taking from these guys? Yeah, not enough speed. Not enough speed. I think Zeus retreats.
I might malt it.
There's a lot of enemy saves to use. I think maybe Melody... So Melody retreats to where Zeus is.
Yeah.
Takes the killer lands. And then Zeus retreats. And then equips it. And then Zeus retreats. I would take both killer lances.
Yeah, you are correct.
I don't think you even need the killing. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. And then you can go wherever you want. And then Zeus and Carol retreat.
No, is that Gonzo?
Gonzo, yeah. I'd probably just kill her.
That's really annoying. Armad's is a lot.
He does really need to die though. Armad's one shot, so it's not the worst. I mean, I might kill her. Ooh. It's a little... Well, no, Rutger wants to trade Deke's weapon to something else. He wants to go next.
Okay, this is where I save.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could gamble a little here. If you didn't want to gamble, you'd use Armad's. They probably... Yeah, I mean, the odds were in your favor, for sure.
Sure.
And then I guess... And you have the... Yeah, Wormslayer's equipped. I would trade up the Killer Axe. And then going to the Brave Axe is fine. No, I'd go to the Brave Axe, it doesn't...
Yeah.
Like, I think this is probably safe. Cecilia needs to be healed, but Nime can... Oh yeah, Lilina has a good stuff. Okay.
Honestly, I might just hold off for backup for a bit.
Yeah, I would just start exhausting the Ballista's range before you go any further.
Roy is not likely to get hit. This is in support range, right?
Yeah. 3 tiles, yeah. First of all, can just... Armarum and Cecilia just... Green and Demon at the range?
I assume so, because they didn't get shot last time.
Then yeah.
Melody? No, thank you. Thank you.
I mean, just FE6 Wyvern. Wyvern Lords in general, or Wyvern Riders in general, are just always the best class. Not always, but like,
Often.
I mean, often. And even when they're not the best, they're still really good.
Okay, I'm confused as to why they're going for Melody when she takes the least damage from any of them.
Because of range, they can't all go for other options. Weapon triangle, effective weaponry probably plays a role. Like, I really don't know the specifics. But there's just a lot of factors.
Oh, okay, that guy went for...
He keeps going for Deke, and I don't know why.
I mean, it
I have
means
no idea how this AI works and why I think Deke is a good option.
Fewer chances for Cecilia to get targeted, so I'm happy with that.
Well, definitely good for you, but I just don't know why it's doing it.
That's what I said. It's good for me.
Yeah. That guy, let me see that. Oh, he's a spear. Oh, it's annoying. He needs to die.
I know. Oh, these guys will move through the water.
I would just multet the spear dude so he's dead. Because the other ones are going to range you anyway, so it's only that one multet use. Well, two,
Yeah,
but I would just do it.
I'm gonna gamble first. Does he really need to die?
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of annoying, isn't he? Like, you can't...
Yeah,
it's dangerous to move up, and he's gonna get healed by physics staves, so...
There's no physics stave in range.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's worth it. But you can also go up and... I mean, you can water walk, yes. You technically could do that. I don't think you want to move in range. I think you want to player phase that dragon so you can just, like, evaporate it with more bombs or something.
This is out of range, I check.
Yeah. You can go up one more. Or cool, that's fine too. How many more do the Ballista have?
One more each.
Yeah, it's just more like the sooner that those Wyverns are dead, the sooner the rest of your army can move.
No, exactly.
Also, I think Melody needs healing. Or should get healed, rather. Oh, you have to move Yoda a little bit.
I know, I'm just checking. Okay, yeah. Milady. You know, yeah, Emmett has pronounced her name as Milady a few times. I did that at first, but then I decided to go Melody because saying Milady makes me feel weird.
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea what it is. They're in Heroes, I could check, but I don't play Heroes myself, so I'm not...
You discussed that with us. Okay, gotta wait one more turn, and then... Oh god, the riders are coming. Okay, so
Yeah, they do that.
Hey, don't let both of them hurt her, please. Okay, good. They didn't... What the hell?
I don't know what is up with this one's targeting AI. Maybe they are out of range because it only does have so much range, but like, jeez. Might as well just switch to a javelin at this point, honestly. Especially because they're getting closer to your upbeat bits.
Well, I'm actually okay with that, because then maybe one of them will finally, like... Okay, thank you, I can actually move the rest of my...
Is the top one also out of range?
It's also out, I believe.
Okay, then yeah. I would just javelin from where you are. So it doesn't kill.
No, I'm going to... No, I'm just gonna do this.
Well, that's, yeah, probably the best bet. I still think Maltet was the right choice, but whatever. Here we are. They'll die either way.
Thank you. It's the jaunty tune. Is that you're talking about the enemy battle theme, the burn battle theme? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. Gonzo can't reach, I think, because he's on the water. But if Gonzo could reach, he'd be kind of be nice to Armand's. Oh, it doesn't one shot. I wonder if Deke hand axes for anything. Can Deke hand axe for anything? I just, gotta. Might as well. If you hit both of those, I think Armand's will one shot. Yep. Nice. I'm not against using the weapons, but might as well conserve their uses when you can. Gonzo should trade Deeks. Trade Deke, and then Rucker can trade from Gonzo.
Okay, that's not what I meant to do. That would be a one-shot.
I would do it because Rucker can just trade something else after. Great. I wanted the crit because it would be funny. Oh well.
That would be very funny. How much damage would that be? 60?
Although I do worry you're in status state range now.
Not yet.
Well. Anyway, we'll find out. You still have the worst case scenario. You have the S rank stave, so you're fine. But that's why, again, the sooner that those wyverns are dead, the better. They have javelins though, so you actually can bait them with Klein. So just move Klein one tile ahead of Yoder, and they'll have no choice but to two-punch him. I think he sells Murglai's equipped though. He probably can just kill her bow.
And these two can actually start moving. Whoops, that was a mistake. I guess I'll just have him use this last heal.
I mean, Roy can absolutely just one-shot that with Lightning Blade. Although, I don't know, is he in range now?
No. I specifically moved him out of range. I'm not that blind. Okay, so, I think this is as good as it's gonna get for now, annoyingly enough. Oh, neither of them are in range. I think I could have pulled back.
Probably best just to... Well, honestly, what's best is probably just put Gonzalez on a peak and just leave him there, as usual.
Wow, they're not going for Klein.
Well, that one wasn't in range, because he's... Well, they'll probably go for Melody because they won't get countered, honestly. I'm not surprised.
Okay, that's true.
A
whole 7 years as well.
What?
Oh, okay. I have a whole 7 years. Berserk? That's a problem. I think I will have to retreat now.
I think you use the same staff.
The what?
The same staff. The 3-use S-rank stave that Yoder has.
What does it do?
Everything. Anyway, it's a full heal plus restore to the entire.
I didn't realize that it had restore.
I don't think it says it does, but it does. Because if you don't use your cover. I might just have Melody switch to a javelin so that they start moving. Or
yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Because they have javelins, so they're gonna try to range along with each one.
Can Klein reach with the longbow now? I'm just wondering if he can kill. Nope, he's one off. Well, you don't want to be in range. Yeah, you should definitely restore. Or use retreat. You end up to retreat because that wyvern is a threat now, again.
It does say restores, so I guess that makes sense.
It does. I mean, you don't really have many other choices.
I like that animation. Okay, now book it, everyone. Book it.
Yeah, Gonzo should go on the mountain and everyone else should run away. I think that's out of range. Maybe, yeah, kill her into hand axe or something? I don't know. Or just start with the hand axe. You can do either. It's up to you.
I'm gonna do killer.
And then Deke and Rucker. Oh, that's right. Deke can't go too far because he doesn't have the boots. But Rucker can be. Well, Rucker just join him, it doesn't matter. Boom Slayer's good.
That's true.
There's only worms. I think Roy can just one-shot the...
I know, but I want to start moving Nime up.
I mean, it's fine, because if Roy gets status save, you have all of your restore users here. It's one... He can't counter, so... I would just move the Lina in, so that way you get the support bonuses.
I could honestly have
just
Lina.
Yeah, Lina would just... Oh. Actually, it's fine. Yeah, save
Yeah,
binding
because
blade
that
usage. Sure.
saves a binding blade.
I'm actually just surprised she just doesn't one round. Because,
It is-
you know...
It is fire.
Like that.
Okay, status saves.
Oh, they'll definitely hit you, but it doesn't really matter because you have your restore users. You have rescue droppers, you have a dancer, you have options over here.
I want to see something. I'm not gonna do it. I just want to see.
You might,
Wow,
but
that actually kills.
yeah. It
I mean,
does. I would definitely use Binding Blade, though. You can one-range Binding Blade if you want, so it doesn't really matter. You're gonna hit and kill it either way.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying that it's not effective against wyverns, though. I don't know why that is. It's so ridiculous. And then I leave everyone a bit further back in case they need to restore.
Also, I only have one restore user here.
You have two. You have Cecilia and
Corrine. Oh no, you're right.
Do
Yeah,
Trader
it's just-
one.
Corrine.
I was going to Trader one in case of silence, but... And then the rest of the
she has
team
one
needs
already.
to-
She has one already.
Yeah, see? Two Restorers. Anyway, they need to retreat, as usual. Because you don't want that wyvern killing you.
Well, the Wyvern's not going to kill Klein. I don't think they're even going to attack Klein. Actually, they can't reach anyone.
They can reach him now. They're going to one-range. They could one-range him, which is not the worst thing, I guess, because I can do other things, so that's fine.
Honestly, I'm okay with him one range.
That's fine.
Wow, I'm surprised that guy didn't have range.
I don't think they all do, and more importantly, they also might have realized it's... Oh, well, this guy also knows zero hit.
Yeah, none of these guys, they're taking like the least efficient path to him.
Well, they also don't all have range.
And still went for... I don't know what his calculus is. He
You would do more damage to Klein. I don't know. Maybe it's that he wants to be in air.
Oh, that's actually good, because that might not hit her. Never mind.
It hit.
Getting slept, I'm okay with.
Well, also you gotta, you know, waste the status saves turn eventually. I would,
You're the berserk. You're the
I-
berserk guy.
I would heal...
No, I'm going to heal Lena, and then,
I would restore Lilina, and then I would rescue drop Cecilia out. I actually wouldn't restore Roy this turn.
yeah, I was going to...
That's fine.
I'm actually just going to put her here next to him. Probably
Sure.
won't do anything, but...
It won't. You can just Killer Lance. It's not even that big a deal at this point anymore.
Yeah. And if she gets a crit, you know, then it saves me a turn.
Right.
Like that.
How many status saves are left again? It's just the one.
One on each.
After, you know, our entire main squad almost murder themselves.
No, one berserk.
That might be it.
One sleep.
One sleep. Okay.
Two sleep.
Sleep. Oh god. Well, sleeps aren't as bad. I would have Deacon Rutger retreat and Gonzo just sits on the peak.
He is on the peak right now.
Things. What?
He's on the peak right now.
But I would move up because that way you can kill that guy.
Yeah.
Right? He's a I think, how many people have javelin? I think only one does. There's only one attack to.
That one has a javelin.
I think that's the only one with a javelin. Yeah. I would just go kill the one with the javelin and enjoy the show.
Alright. Oh god. I should have saved for this in case. Oh god. Yep, that's an empty level up.
I mean, look at his stats though. He doesn't need it.
I know,
Like, he just doesn't need it.
He doesn't, that's pretty funny. I want you to look at this Kitsu. I want you to look at these stats. I know that they probably don't mean too much to you, but that's pretty ridiculous.
I mean, numbers are numbers.
The low skill is really annoying, but it's not a big deal.
Not even that low. Like, that's Marcus's starting skill, which is an interesting way of perspective. But anyway, Deacon Rutger should probably retreat. The other armory sells killers, and you can also sell what you have in inventory. But I'd go to that, and I'd buy, like... I mean, I guess killer axes are nice, but you don't need anything. Oh yeah, you can buy light brands. Because that's what you need right now, right? You need more light brands.
I need killer lances and killer
Axes. I mean, yes, but also no. Like, you're not really gonna be using them. Yeah, like, you can buy a killer lance or two if you want, but next chapter is all about the S-rank weapons.
I mean, you're not only using S-rank weapons, though.
You pretty much are only using S-rank weapons. Like, the only enemies, after this chapter, the only enemies in the game are mannequins. There is no other enemies. Only mannequins. Like, you are very much only using the S-rank weapons.